Yeah. Miss New Republican Trick-Ass Booty, Sarah Palin. Welcome to the Claudia Jordan Show. And my pigeons. One pigeon's late. Gonna get replaced. All right, how's everybody doing?
Fabulous.
Good.
Fantastic.
Welcome to the Claudia Jordan Show. Call in 877-210-6106. Our topic tonight, in lieu of the election drama that's going on. Oops, my phone. We're going to talk about Sarah Palin. And is she the GOP's trick or treat? And we're going to weigh in on that. So, Colin, what do you think about her? What do you think about this gimmick? Do you think she's a gimmick, or do you think it's a good idea? So we're going to talk about that. So think about that, everybody. Marinate on that. Give us a call. We want to hear your opinions on her. And I want to hear your most outrageous rumor you've heard about her. I'm really interested to just to hear.
There's so many to choose from.
Alleged rumors about her.
Allegedly.
Of course, yeah. Okay. Tina Zavino, what you been up to?
Hey. It seems like a long time since we've been here. I kind of missed you guys. The whole 2 weeks seems like a month or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but same. I've been bored. Nothing.
No.
Nothing juicy.
Still no penetration?
Still no penetration.
No.
You know, putting out an ad for a boyfriend.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing, huh? Okay, exciting.
Nothing,
right.
exactly.
Tanisha Danielle, should I even ask?
No, well, I mean, in that department, not exciting. But I did kind of formally join the Obama campaign fundraising.
Yes.
So I'm excited about
Good.
that. There's going to be some good events that I'll be able to invite you guys to.
Has anybody here donated yet?
Yeah, I've been donating.
Me too.
I'm a sucker every time. $25.
Me and Flora quiet.
$25.
I gave him $250 last week. Obama, you owe me.
All
You
right.
better win. I will be calling in that favor. Hey, remember that?
Let's talk about
$250?
them tax cuts.
Remember that $250 I gave you? I got this parking ticket. I'm just saying, can you hook me up? Flora, what you been up to?
Actually, I've had great sex last week. Fabulous sex.
With the guy you're supposed to be breaking up with?
Yeah.
The guy that you
It was
didn't
great.
like the sex last week?
Yeah, I didn't, but he put it down last week. I don't know. Maybe he was listening last week. I don't know. But he put it down. Boy, my neighbors knew I was having a great time. It was awesome.
wow.
Flora,
It was awesome. Huh?
your vagina is bipolar. One week you
Hey,
hate him, you love
goes with the whole body, you know?
Yes. Well, I've been really traveling. I've been doing a lot lately. I've been updating my MySpace page, just a million pictures. I went to the Democratic National Convention. The Foxxhole members went, and we had a great time. We broadcasted live, and it was just amazing to see. I mean, I've seen so many different types of people that I wouldn't think I'd see together.
Right.
One of the most, and I just was snapping away all the pictures. I took a picture of a blind white man and a blind black man walking together. And I thought that was just amazing to see that, you know. And I don't know, it was just great to see that. And then I saw like a guy with a turban with a guy with the Hasidic Jew curls, and you know, just everybody was
The curls.
It's the curls. I don't know what the curls are about, but it was dope. It was nice. Everybody was represented. It was a true melting pot in the middle of the country in Denver. So it was just amazing because we hear this country is the melting pot, but to really see it was just different. Portia, look what the cat dragged in.
What happened was,
What have you been up to since last? We haven't been here for a while.
I know we haven't. I was home. I had strep throat. It was terrible. So I didn't do much until like last week. I was chilling.
Strep throat.
I know, it was gross.
Who'd you catch it from?
Wow.
I have no idea. It's like one of the most common diseases. I don't know. I went to this thing at the Key Club like the night before, big dance show. So I know one of them straggly dancers has something. They gave it to me
Because you were just randomly kissing all the dancers.
No, strep has nothing to do with kissing. That's mono.
There you go.
No.
She knows.
I know the difference. I've never had
More
mono, but-
herpes one. But anyways, our topic tonight is Sarah Palin, the GOP's trick or treat. So we're talking about that. I want everybody to weigh in. And we're going to talk about rumors. We're going to talk about, she's been on the scene for 11 days. And this woman was first a joke. Then all of a sudden it became like she was actually like they gave her credit and props and like backed her up. And then she's this political superstar. And now they're saying she just had 1 million less viewers for her speech than Barack Obama's narrative. To even mention those two in the same breath is just amazing to me, I think. I don't know. We have our first call. We have Andre from Kentucky. Andre, what's your question or comment?
Hey, how y'all doing?
We are great. How are you?
All right now. Well, like I said, once again, good evening, Claudia, and to the other staff. I'm sorry I didn't know y'all names, but like I said,
We're working
Story
on
of
that.
our lives. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. But
Hey, it's not important. But go ahead.
She's setting a bad example. When that woman got up there during that Republican National Convention, I was at a truck stop somewhere. I forgot. I was watching it. And to bring a pregnant 17-year-old up on stage. Now, we know it happens with teenagers, teen pregnancy. It happens. but you are setting a bad example to the other teenagers of this country. That's how I feel. They ain't gonna bring old girls, supposedly fiance, and I'm gonna quote it like she said it,
Right.
up on stage. You bold for that. Since when have you became a fiance? You know, you ain't got no job, you fresh out of school, you playing hockey or whatever it is that you do. And to me, it's double standard. I'm going to tell you why. About 3 or 4 years ago, where I'm from Georgia, there was a black high school football player, 18 years old, got a young white girl pregnant who was 16, and he is in prison to this day. Now,
Oh my
old
God,
girl
it is
just
statutory
turned. Old girl just turned 17. She's been pregnant since she was 16. But
No, I don't think that part is true. I think she actually is going to deliver when she turns 18.
I believe she just turned 17. Now, I went on the internet and found this out.
Wow. Take that.
Wow.
But you know what, Andre, actually, speaking of double standards, I have a question for you. How do you think the Republican Party would have reacted if that was Obama's daughter?
Oh, please.
And
Oh,
her...
you know, we're not even going to say the Republican Party. We just going to say every political party involved. They would have went crazy. They would have rolled Obama and his family like a donkey in the field. Do you hear me?
Election over.
It would be. You're right. It would be over.
I agree.
You know what's funny?
It would have been so over. But see, my thing is, now I'm not knocking her as a person.
Well, someone already did knock it out, so
5 times.
take a number because she's
Her
already pregnant. Pussy. I'm just saying.
Say it louder. That was funny.
Pregnant pee. I'm sorry, God. Andre?
They cut him.
You know what's funny? The Republican Party has always been the so-called, the party of family values.
Right, the family of morals.
And liberals, they're too liberal, they're too wild. They want to get abortions and smoke weed and legalize marijuana and just crazy and wild. But, it's funny when it's convenient to them. Now they're going to embrace this and celebrate the fact that isn't it great that she's having a baby? No, it's not great.
Right.
You're 17 years old. He does bring up an interesting point. I mean, I don't know the rules of Alaska, but I know in some states under 18, that's statutory rape.
Absolutely.
So, I know there are a few states where I think it's 16. So it's amazing how when it's convenient to them, we're just going to flip the whole shit and just act like that law just doesn't exist. Right. And now he's her fiance.
Right.
Well, it's a real slap in the face for her because she's all about abstinence and not promoting sex education in school. Abstinence?
Oh, my bad.
Sorry. Miss Jordan. Miss
So
Jordan.
if that's what she's promoting, then I think that it's coming back to slap her in the face because obviously that education doesn't work.
She doesn't even want to promote sexual education in the schools. That's the problem.
No, she shouldn't.
Well, just pretend it doesn't exist, and that therefore the pregnancies won't happen, and then your daughter is knocked up.
Right.
So I don't know.
But then life happens. That's what
Right.
she said. Life happens.
It does.
It's not so terrible being a teen and having a kid, though. It's not so terrible. I mean, Barack was the same thing. His mother was 17, 18 years old when she had him. Look, and now he's going to be president.
Exactly. But again, he's also not representing the party that is all about that. You know what I mean? That is all against that. And it's like kind of a goody two-shoes person, prom queen that kind of gets knocked up in high school. It's just
we all realistically know that that's not right.
We all turn to Denisha.
Yeah.
And look at her.
It's okay. We have another caller. We have Lamont from Tampa. Lamont, what's up, boy?
What's up, homie? Hello?
What's your comment? What's your question?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Yeah, I'm glad y'all talking about this because I really wanted to say something about this Sarah Palin chick. I don't know. I mean, of course it was just a stunt just to get the women voters in because how hard is it to govern Alaska, for one? And, like, she's talking about Barack Obama and, like, he's nothing but this and nothing but that. And Chicago is really pretty much a harder place to govern than Alaska. You don't have to deal with so much homelessness. You don't have to deal with so much crime and so much, you don't have to deal with that stuff. So she don't have any qualifications to be in vice president. And I remember her first speech, and she was like, well, Senator McCain saw fit for me to have this job, so I'll give it my all, I'll do my best. Like, she don't even have a clue of what, what her job is going to entail. Like, she don't even know. And, like, as far as her giving her all of these credentials, like, yeah, she's like the bomb in Alaska, or how the oil pipeline runs through Alaska. So, like, yeah, she's good with oil and, like, all of that. And another thing I wanted to say, it's to me, it's only two kind of people that can be voting for McCain right now or be voting for Republican, and that's rich people and racists. I don't understand no kind of reason why anybody. I can't even watch the Republican convention after watching the Democratic convention, because those people they don't even speak from the heart. It's a big difference watching somebody speaking from the heart and somebody reading from a teleprompter.
You know what?
Yeah, that's true.
I feel you, Ma. Thank you so much for your call. I agree. I feel what you're saying. Yeah. Isn't it nice to have our regular callers not talk about having unprotected sex and carjacking people,
raping people, molestation,
and herpes, and fucking animals?
We're more than just herpes. Okay, we've got Theta from Sacramento. How you doing, Theta?
Hi, ladies. I'm great. How you guys doing tonight?
We're good.
I just wanted to touch on an alleged rumor that I saw today on the internet.
Okay. Tell us.
The daughter, a young black male, has a video out on the internet that he's the father of her baby.
I believe him. I seen that.
I do.
Is it Jamie Foxx? I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Where's the Foxxhole
White girl. Hello, Jamie.
Rich?
He stated that the family didn't want him involved in the baby's life, and so he put the tape out as a call for his rights to be the father of that child.
Wow.
What you say about
He
that?
was holding a Colt 45 in that one picture.
Gotta look that up.
Hey.
Yes. Wow.
And as far as her being vice president, it was a very poor choice of people. I mean, really, she's just a front, for everything that they do wrong anyway. So I wouldn't want the job.
I think after the novelty of it all wears off and everybody's like kind of gets over this love affair that happens when someone bursts on the scene, and then when the dust settles and, it's going to be, I predict it's going to be a big embarrassment for her.
And the last thing I want to quote is that, Hillary is a hard act to follow as far as a female running for president at this day and age. So to me, the choice of him choosing a woman was poor. I mean, he's just trying to take the vote away from the women that are going to vote for Hillary. He wants to take that vote. But the women better wake up and see that we do need a change, and it is Obama.
Thank you so much for your call. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much.
Tina Zarina, I know this is a difficult thing to write a poem about, but I have faith in you as a black woman here and a leader in the world of poetry. You got something for us? Did you come up with something?
Yeah, it's
really?
called. It is. Yeah.
One day I'm gonna get you on something. We're gonna be like, I got it.
You know what? I ain't got shit today. No, I got it. I'm good.
I'm like, talk about unicorns. All right. Fucking leprechauns. Go. All right, go ahead.
Okay, this is called He's Just a Pimp. I met him like 8 years ago. At that time, I didn't know he would do me in, make me sweat blood and skin, give up my men. Unwillingly, he's made me a part of his sin. My lack of action and now such a mess we're in. Now looking back, I think it was his plan. He came into my life like he was the man. He took my hand and led me astray. To this day, I don't know why I let him stay. 4 years in, I should have kicked his ass to the curb, turned and walked away. Because he was never really my style. But somehow I found myself indulging him for a while, believing his smile. He had that macho demeanor, but I should have listened clearer. Oh yeah, he put on a good show. Had me believing he wanted more than just a joyride to the other side. That it was about more than pride. As if he were willing to make sacrifices for our love. Give up the neediness and greediness and haste for our love. Temporarily, I was smitten. Before I knew it, he was hitting it from the backside. I was tongue-tied and blindsided by his disguise, his demise. Now when I look in his eyes, I know he is doing the same to others too. You may not want to admit it, but I know he's fucking you. He screwed us and made us a fool because we were taken by his game. I'm not even sure it's his real name, but I heard someone call him President Bush.
Yeehaw. Okay. That's my cowboy impersonation.
Do it again?
I hope that.
A little more air, a little more diaphragm.
What is that?
It sounds like a transvestite cowboy.
I died. I got nodules on my vocals. I told you, son.
Very service gonna be knocking on your door.
Nice poem. That was good. Fucking us from the back.
Wow. He was getting it.
He was.
He was getting it.
You know you
For
give it
8
up to
fucking
Bush.
years. Fuck that.
You know you give it.
I wouldn't let that nigga lick my toenail.
So Bush put the whole tip in the anus of America with no Vaseline. Why am I talking like
Vaseline.
Jesse Jackson?
Right. Politically correct because this is a political subject.
Keep going. Good poem. I don't know what to say except we got to go to break. Calls calling 877-2-106-106. Let's do this whole show without saying the N-word.
Okay. I like that.
I don't know why. It has nothing to do with anything. Whatever.
Just being better.
We're just being better.
Better citizens.
Can I still say the F word?
Of course. And Dick.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back after the break.
Yeah. Like this?
Oh, okay. Come on now.
Little
OG and Vogue?
You should have been singing
Of
with
course.
that, Portia.
You know what? It's okay. That's
If I had your voice, girl.
Lil In Vogue. What was the name of that
A little
song?
bit. Every time
Use
I call
lies. That's Tina not singing.
Go ahead, say it.
lies.
Lies.
Yeah, lies.
Yeah. We got, our show is about the Republican vice presidential nominee, Sarah Palin. Is she the GOP's trick or treat? Give us a call. Call us. Call in 877-2-106-106. We've got a caller from Barack's home state of Illinois. Brian, hi. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, ladies. How you doing today?
Good evening. So even respectful. So much better than let me skeet on your back. Love it. We should do politics every week. No, every other week. I do need a little.
Yeah, you need a little bit of hood.
Yeah, a little bit. So, how are you?
Okay. Well, like I was saying, I think this is some bullshit.
There we go.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Head when I heard, he picked a female. I was like, what the fuck? But anyways, every time I hear McCain, Cheney, Bush, or this trick bitch speak, I think of Cousin It, just a big ass fucking mullet. This bitch, in a bikini holding shotguns and shit. Get the fuck
Cutting
out.
moves and shit.
Yeah,
I hear
she
you.
was.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. No,
You don't find that sexy?
You ain't got to call her.
Tell us how you really feel.
The only reason this bitch is so popular is because Republicans control the media. The government is just as bad as Korea or China or anybody else. The government controls the media. The Republicans control the media. That's the only reason we're seeing that bitch on TV. Just like Fox said during the Democratic convention. The Republicans control that shit. So, we're going to be force-fed this bitch. So what can we do? But, I just hope everybody makes their own mind and don't feed into the bullshit, into the hype.
Right. Well, thank you so much for your call. They did say that the pictures on the web, that most of them are not real.
Mm-hmm.
The ones with her, the
bathing suit.
as much as I want to say,
that one looks real.
Yeah, AK-47.
The other one does look photoshopped with her in like the little hoochie mama
the
stripper
leather
heels.
skirt.
Yeah, no, that looks crazy.
That looks photoshopped, but the rifle looks real than a mug.
I have a friend that produces porn, and he calls her glasses the personality glasses. He said he has a caseload of those. They're all fake glasses. They add them to people to make them look a little smarter. So I don't really. I need to see her prescription. See if that's real.
Well, she is launching.
You know what I loved? I was watching the VMAs last night, and Russell Brand just
Who
kind of
is that
shocked
guy?
us.
This rant.
With
He did when he
I
shut out
loved it.
Obama.
Exactly,
Yeah.
completely. And I saw the look on people's faces. They were like, "Okay, I was thinking that, but I didn't think anyone was
I
going
didn't
to say
see that
it
one
right
coming
now on
at
national
all.
TV."
Oh, the British folk, they go hard. So
They do. He went hard. I loved it.
Yeah.
he's getting a lot of. He's catching a lot of slack for that today.
But the world is really coming behind Obama.
I was in France. I was in Nice last week, and the French, they
Stunning as a habit.
just put in there, and Cannes and all that. So I was summering and
So well traveled.
And when I was there summering,
Get to the point because you're bragging in front of our faces.
I was summering, and did I mention I was summering?
Summer.
Did I mention I was driving up the coast of Monaco, Monte Carlo. It's all the same. And
You know you ain't shit right now, right? For bragging like that.
Totally.
I saw castles and beaches and the Azore coast. I mean, blue.
Callers, don't let her do this to us.
Please call in.
Anyways, when I was over there in the casinos, winning $3,500,
You found casinos, of course.
Yes.
They're
known for gambling.
It's like 9-1 in Europe for Obama. Like the love they had, it made me proud. Every magazine cover and newspaper had Barack Obama, and they just see so much hope in this guy. As far as repairing the image of the United States, relations. Right. I picked up a magazine that's all about Africa, and they're just really, really excited about having some of their issues being because America is kind of superpower, I guess. Well, we are still kind of, I guess. And they're really excited about this election. So, anyways, we have Daryl, a female named Daryl. From Ohio.
Nice.
Okay. Hey, Daryl. What's up?
Hey. I just wanted to say, I heard the guy a few minutes ago say that there was only two kinds of people that was voting for McCain, and that was people who were racist or people who were rich. I make $32,000 a year. If you call that rich, I don't.
No.
And I come from a biracial family, but I also come from a family with a few morals, and I think that it's a lot of times beyond if you're a Democrat or you're Republican. It's moral issues that we need to stand for in America.
So who are you voting for?
Absolutely vote for McCain.
Why?
And like I said, it's not, I mean, personally, I think that he's a better man for the job.
Why?
Because he supports moral issues.
Like what?
You really believe that?
Pardon?
Okay, now let me ask you something. When a man cheats on his wife and gets upgrades to a hotter, younger model, right, that's richer, is that morally cool with you?
Because, McCain was cheating on his wife for years. Where's the morality, son?
Well, I don't know who was cheating on who, but what I'm thinking about is people who are voting for somebody that stands proud in America for things that used to be an absolute no in America, now stand to say it's okay to I mean, Obama.
Like what?
I
gay
feel like
marriage? I feel like are you touching on gay marriage?
No, I'm not touching on gay marriage, although that is one of the moral issues.
Obama's against that.
Yeah. Against what?
He's against gay marriage, but is pro civil unions.
You know what the problem is, and I got to interject right here. I feel like a lot of people, to say you're racist or you're afraid of a black man in office, let's just get down to it and let's just stop playing around here. Let's stop pussyfooting around the issue. I feel like because racist is such an ugly label, a lot of times people will hide behind these other things and create reasons, but like you're sitting here just with the dead air, not really backing up what you're saying, but you're like kind of stuttering around the issue. You're not really saying why. You're saying morals, and he has more morals. And then we give you an example to back up the claim, the proof, actually, McCain having an affair on his wife. And then we bring up gay marriage, and you agree with that. And then we tell you that Barack is against it. So clearly you're someone who does not really know what each candidate stands for and what they're about. And it leads me to believe you're just going by the superficial things. Yeah. An old white man that, let's give him his props, was a war hero. Yeah. Right. Let me tell you something. I've got uncles and degenerate relatives that were war heroes that would never in a million years, I would not let them run the PTA, never mind run this country. So I feel like when you come to the table, when you say these things, just call it what it is. I'm afraid of this man being the president. I'm afraid of his name, his look, his age, what have you. But when you don't want to admit what really where it's coming from because you don't have anything backing up what you said. And we're giving you time to say it. And I want to hear it. I have Republican friends. And I'm not just like one-sided, like I must only talk to and give airtime to people that agree with us. I want to hear your reasons. Convince us. Convince the people listening why you feel this way.
I'm talking about the abortion issue. He feels it's okay to even up to the point if they're 8, 9 months pregnant, if the abortion goes bad, it's still okay to go ahead and kill them.
No, he does not say that, okay?
He absolutely does.
Right. You really think Obama is for an abortion at 9 months old when the baby can live on its own after 6 months?
It's not even legal in any part of the United States to have an abortion.
One time.
It's not even legal to have an abortion at any point after 6 months.
I didn't say it was legal.
So you're saying that Barack Obama, who has been a successful politician and has been doing community service and
he's going to make that a law.
He's going to make illegal abortions legal when he becomes president.
I didn't say he was going to make it legal. I didn't say he was even going. I'm saying that's what he believes. That's what he stands for. And if I was talking about race, I wouldn't be talking about him being black. Yeah. I'd be talking about him being a Muslim.
He's not Muslim, and he was raised in a Christian household. See? His father was Muslim, his mother was Christian, and he was raised Christian.
You're going off of his name.
You really need to do your research. I would love for you to do a little bit of research. You can go to votesmart.org, and you can check it out yourself. You can research him, you can research Biden, you can research McCain, but you can't research Sarah Palin because there is absolutely no information and no voting record, and she has said nothing in any of her speeches to tell us where she stands on anything except that she's pro-life and pro-abstinence.
Now, what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that if that's what you believe in, but please get the big picture and make sure that you have all of the information instead of making what sounds like an uneducated,
clearly uneducated.
That you don't understand what the politicians are standing for, and maybe you're taking somebody else's word.
Thank you so much for your call. You know, the problem with the media and people is we have this bandwagon mentality where you hear people in America, there's a lot of dummies here. I'm not going to sit here and give credit where credit is not due. A lot of people are not informed, and you'll hear a headline and you won't bother with the 2-3 pages of confusing old big old text I gotta worry about. So I'll just read the headlines and look at the pictures, and then I'm influenced by that. You gotta read beyond that, because you will just be, you sound ignorant. You sound really stupid right now because you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Now, before we did this show, of course we've, all showed support for Obama. But let me tell you something. I told the girls days ago, do your research. We're not going to come on the show and just be a bunch of cackling black women that are just pro-Obama, because that's the first thing the racist people are going to say. Because you're black, you're voting for Obama. Right. I didn't vote for Jesse Jackson. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's an insult. And not saying he's a bad man. I didn't feel as strongly for him.
Right.
So it's like, and I was a huge Clinton supporter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And, it's just like, it's a slap in the face when they say that to us, so we have to be extra prepared and be extra knowledgeable about what we're talking about, what we're standing up for, and who we're supporting. So to the people out there that are listening, like the caller that just called in, do your research, like Denisha said. There's plenty of media out there and research you can do. There's books, there's articles, there's so much out there. Don't be ignorant and call a radio station and act stupid, because we're being good tonight. But usually that caller would have got clowned.
Right. And you know what? Instead of us being anti-Sarah, I think we should be pro-Biden, because in doing this research, and thank you for doing this show, Claudia, because it has really enlightened me, is that Biden is pretty damn cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, really cool. And he has a story of his own.
He does.
And I was very, very impressed with the man that he is, and the man that the father that he's been to his children, even despite his wife and his young daughter's death in a car crash, like years and years ago. Right. And all of his things that he votes for are very pro-women.
Right.
So, I mean, to me, I don't know, a progressive woman, in what my view as a progressive woman myself, I believe he agrees with my beliefs about the way things should be voted.
And isn't it funny that the ticket with the two men seems more pro-women and more friendly towards women and more conscious of women?
Well, the progressive woman. Yeah. The progressive woman. Because there's nothing wrong with being pro-life, if that's how you feel. But I think that is a little bit more traditional. Mm-hmm. And it does limit other people's choices. All we're saying is we're pro-choice. You can choose to keep your baby or not.
The pro-life thing, I think, sounds a little bit better than it really is, because when I was at the convention, there was Planned Parenthood passing out these condoms, and they were pink, and they said, "Protect yourself from John McCain condoms." And each one of them had a fact on the back of them, a little known fact that you can definitely look up about John McCain and how he votes. And they had things on it like he votes to cut funding to educate for protection, and a lot of funding in these Planned Parenthoods. He's against a lot of the stuff. So it's like, pro-life, they want you to have no options, basically.
Right.
I believe it this way, and then if you mess up, you have no recourse.
Right.
And I don't want to fund birth control, and I don't want to fund education in the schools. So basically, you want to just send these horny-ass teenagers out in the world, act like sex doesn't happen, and then
let the parents who aren't paying attention.
Pro-life and no health care.
Like Palin.
Right.
Yeah. All right, we have another caller, Shy, a female from South Carolina. Shy, welcome to the show.
Hi, how are y'all?
Good. Thanks for calling.
Hello.
That's good. I just got a couple of issues to throw out there. The previous callers sound like a straight jackass. Okay, first of all, I don't care if John McCain was in the cave with Osama, being tortured by Osama. The bottom line is he is not for us and for our troops. I'm sorry, he's just not, because of the simple fact that he has agreed with Bush on just about everything.
90% of the time.
90% of it. And that lady, I hope and pray to God that she does not have anybody in her family that is in the military, because if she votes for John McCain and he's nominated for president, she's going to have to look them in their face and deal with the fact that she voted for a man that's not bringing her family home. And that is sad, and I feel really sorry for her. And as far as the abortion is concerned, I guess the misconception with Democrats are they try to say that we're for gay marriage, we're for this. It's basically, I feel like they're just leaving it up to the individual, because we're all going to have to answer to a higher power. So if you choose to be gay, or you choose to have an abortion or whatever, then that's just you, your conscience, and the God that you answer to. And I think that's basically what it is. I'm sure Obama wouldn't advocate his children being, having an abortion unless they were raped or something like that. But he's just leaving it up to that individual to deal with their conscience and their higher power. And that's all that I feel that Democrats are doing. They're not saying that it's okay. It's just that it's your option.
Thank you so much for that call. And we're about to take a break. Before we go to the break, she makes great points. I mean, the fact that the Democratic Party seems to want to treat us more as adults. You know what? It's not saying we're for abortion. Everybody go get an abortion and you'll get a tax cut. It's not that. But if it is up to you. You are an individual. This is supposed to be the country where we have freedoms and liberties. Right. So let's act like it and stop trying to micromanage our uteruses and our marriages. We'll be back after the break. We're talking politics on the Claudia Jordan Show. Give us a call.
Work it back, Denisha. Work it.
Yeah. This song was requested by, we had a special request. Sarah Palin called in. She requested the song. She's a personal favorite. Her and her daughter, actually, they like to go to clubs and dance.
That's right.
Back that ass up.
Do they have brass poles in Alaska?
They have wooden ones, actually.
Nice.
Ice ones.
They look like totem poles. Actually, totem poles.
Okay, the topic tonight is Sarah Palin, GOP's trick or treat. We're talking politics tonight. Give us a call, 877-210-6106. We've got tons of callers tonight. This topic is something that's getting people really heated. I turned red. My white side showed itself tonight. And, I got all red.
A little pink. Someone got you a little heated.
I just, ignorance. I mean, I mess up on a word here and there. Slack, whatever. Can't say Western Union without really concentrating. But God damn it, I pay attention to what's going on in politics. I really do. And when just people are just that far off the mark, it just really, it pisses me off because this day and age with technology, computers, everything, there's no excuse to be ignorant. You don't have to be an expert on this stuff, but you just can't spit out random off-the-wall shit like that. And you got to learn to be a little bit suspicious of some of the things you hear and not believe everything. As much as I want to believe the pictures of Sarah Palin skinning a live seal are true, I got to give, and say, hey, I got to look at this. It may not be true.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're in a big city, and I think that person is just one of many in many small towns across America that think exactly like that don't do the research, that don't take the time to go on the computer and get the facts or listen to the news and really decipher what's real and what's not.
Right.
And they think like that, and it's very sad.
We don't have that much time in the show left, and we have a lot of stuff to cover. So, Carl, I just have to ask you to kind of get to your point fast. We have Brian from Florida, crucial state in the election. Brian, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Claudia. How you doing?
Thank you for calling.
Thank you for having me. I don't know if you remember, but I left you a message on MySpace saying I wasn't going to be able to call, but I had to call in on this topic because I feel very strongly about it.
Thank you.
The guy who just called talking about Obama as a Muslim.
That was a woman.
It was a woman.
It's a lady dude.
A woman? Oh,
yes.
I don't know.
Dude. It sounded like a dude. Whoever it was. The fact of the matter is you're going to have a certain percentage of white people that are going to continue to believe in that bullshit. And they're going to use that as an excuse not to vote for him. They know that he's not a Muslim. Come on now, let's just be realistic about it. But they're going to use things like the Muslim, the abortion thing to justify not voting for an African-American man. Because if you look at all the issues, he's on the right side of the majority of issues that are out there. There's no excuse, really, if you just line up the issues and not the person. If you line up the issues, this is a Democratic year. But you're going to have that certain majority, or certain percentage of people that are just they're going to go towards, what they feel comfortable with, and that's a white person. I mean, I hate to say it, but that's the way it is. But like you said, with all the technology out there, there's no way that you can sit there and honestly tell me you believe Barack Obama is a Muslim. Come on now, let's be realistic.
Thank you so much, Brian, for your call. I just want to say that, as for many years that black people have been diehard, you can count on black folks who vote Democratic in all these elections. Some of these white Democrats that are saying this crazy stuff. There was an 89-year-old white woman that said, I'm a lifelong Democrat, but I just can't vote for him because of his name. How would that look, him being the president of our country? And it's just like, as down as we've been, no matter what Democrat has been running for office, we've been solidly behind them as a race. Black folks, we've always pretty much, majority of us have voted Democratic. There's, of course, white and black Republicans, but as a whole,
right.
And
the other day.
We just get this one guy in.
That's the dumb.
Relax.
Being afraid of what?
But people really need to register.
They do.
And I think that's going to be the difference in this election, and that's something that the polls cannot predict, is how many people are really going to register and really show up at the polls.
There's 55 million unregistered voters in the United States, which is ridiculous. Yeah. So there's 8 million blacks, there's 8 million Latinos, and the rest of them are the young folks out there. And go to www.rockthevote.org. It's got everything you can vote. You can fill it out online. And black people that got a strike or two against you, relax.
It's all right.
You can still vote and still be on probation. It doesn't matter.
You know what would have made this thing really crazy is if McCain had got a woman like Condoleezza Rice.
Yes.
Then it would have been
right.
a whole other
Hillary.
story.
Or Hillary.
Yeah.
But he pulled Palin out of a Cracker Jack box.
I mean, she couldn't even win the Miss Alaska pageant. Okay, let's just talk about that. You can't even win the pageant with the least amount of people. There was like 3 people in it.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
you couldn't win. I won my state. For the record, I was Miss Rhode Island 1997. I was to challenge Palin in another beauty pageant.
And didn't she lose to a black chick?
I heard. Maybe that's why she's so bitter. Now, on this website, rockthevote.org, they have the deadlines of the days you can by the time the deadlines for registration, and it's sooner than you think. It's right on the corner. Right. Some states it's as early as October 6th, and some go to the day of the election. So check your state, and if you've moved, you might want to check it out. And I heard they passed a law in Florida where felons can now vote. So there's like 600,000.
So I said it doesn't matter if you're on
And
probation,
this is
you can
our
still vote.
right. It is so important to vote. It is so important to exercise this right and really get involved and really just take at least an afternoon, an evening, or something to do a little bit of research and find out who you want to support.
And the whole thing about Hillary supporters being bitter and crossing over to Obama and whether or not they were or going to McCain, some encouraging news for Barack Obama. There was a CNN poll. Hillary Clinton supporters that were planning on going to vote for McCain. There were 27% of her supporters were planning on going to McCain. Now it's down to only 19%. So they're steadily going on over.
Right.
So, we'll see what happens. So.
Yeah, I was worried about my mom. She was a Hillary diehard, and then she was like, I can't vote for Obama because he just did Hillary so wrong in the election. And I was like, Mom, but he agrees with Hillary. They have the same issues and the same standpoints. And she just really was very diehard. So I was a little worried when I saw Palin because to be honest, she kind of is like my mom in some ways, so I was a little worried.
She carries the AK in a bikini.
In a bikini?
She might. She might. Yeah, well, Sarah Palin, she's a badass. I'm not mad at her. To be honest, she hooked something up with somebody to get this whole nomination, and I think that some people can really respect her hustle. And I think
it was just a good reach around.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I mean, I don't know. So let's just throw out some information for people that are out there. A lot of people are tripping. Like there's like a wave of people lately that are saying Obama wants to raise taxes. I guess the Republican Party has, that's what they're saying now, that it's not just the 5%, it's everyone. And I did some research, and they compared the two tax plans of McCain and Obama. Obama would give large tax cuts to low and moderate income households and pay some of the costs by raising taxes on high income taxpayers. That's people making $200,000, $250,000. And McCain would cut taxes across the board, but give the biggest tax cuts to the rich. So by the year 2012, the average income under Obama's plan of an American family would go up $2,200. Under McCain, it would go up only $1,400. It's not a huge difference, but it goes up more with Obama. The CNN poll today said that today's the first time McCain has had an edge over Obama, 47% to 46%, very small edge. They called it insignificant, pretty much a dead heat. Women are voting Obama 52% to 45%. This trick is not turning out to be a treat for the GOP just yet because it's not convincing a lot of women. Swing voters and Democratic women are not being wooed by this woman. People under 50 are going for Obama. Over are going for McCain, and men are going for McCain. And there's been a lot of talk of I'm trying to get a lot of information right now before earmarks and unnecessary all this extra spending in the government. Palin said she's surprised Obama brought up the issue because she's accused Barack of asking for over $1 billion in 3 years. And they did a comparison of the two, Obama versus Palin. Last year, he asked for $133 million. That's only $25 per resident of the state of Illinois. And Governor Palin asked for over $200 million, which is $300 for each of the residents there. So there's a huge difference right there. Right. So it's funny that she's being so hard on him the last couple of days when that's something that she kind of has in her own backyard. It says, by far, Alaska is by far the biggest recipient of these federal pet project spending per capita. And Obama has asked for none this year. She supported the bridge to nowhere, and now she doesn't. She kind of has been going on some flip-flopping. now McCain is all of a sudden the agent for change now. That's
Right.
kind of interesting.
I saw how he was throwing that word in
gosh.
his speech.
Yeah.
I was like, is
he was biting Obama.
Right,
Like,
he was.
yeah.
I was like, what is he doing?
We have another caller. We have Morris from Georgia. Morris, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, how y'all ladies doing?
Great.
Good, thanks.
I do a lot of radio surfing, and there's a lot of stuff out there about this lady. The Iraq War, she said that it was a task from God, and I ain't heard nothing about the way they crucified Barack. About what his name, the preacher,
Reverend Wright.
Right.
Yeah, and they ain't saying nothing about her, about the separatist group and all that she was in, trying to pull away from the United States.
Right.
And there was one more I heard that
Her church believes that you can convert gays straight, then they should change them back.
something like that. But she was forcing the
Who would do my hair?
Eskimos off of their land up there, taking their land for their projects and stuff. And there's one more. Damn, what was it?
Are you on a treadmill?
Okay.
Well, what about the charge of the abuse of power?
We lost him.
Yeah, her charge for abusing her power to fire somebody who wouldn't fire her soon-to-be ex-brother-in-law who was in a nasty custody battle with her sister.
There's a bunch of that stuff and rumors. After this next break, we are going to get to all that. So think of the rumors this girl's got going on. After the break, we're going to get to that. 877-2-106-106. We're talking about Sarah Palin, political trick or treat. All these songs are my dedications to her, especially this one. Area code. Area code. Oh, yeah. She's
What's
a
your
hoe.
last area code?
Oh, 069. 069. We gotta stop. I told you. My shit. She's kind of cool. She requested all these songs. I'm telling you.
That's your girl. That's your homegirl.
Welcome back to the Claudia Jordan Show and my pigeon. And we are talking politics because we smart.
We smart.
We smart. Okay, this woman has a lot. Our topic is Sarah Palin, GOP's trick or treat. Anyways, our topic has been quite, fun to talk about, I think. Because gossip and rumors, I love.
Yeah.
Especially against someone I like. So anyways, we're going to go around in a lightning round. And I want you guys to give me a fact or a rumor you've heard about it. But preface it by saying fact or rumor. Or should we have to guess it? You know what?
Nah.
You say it and we'll guess if it's fact or
that'd be good.
That'd be more fun. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Tina, what you got?
I heard she's. Damn, I already.
Oh, you already said it. That's the rumor.
Gosh.
No, it could be true. Good.
Okay. She's starting a new jean line called Double Y Couture. They zip off of the short shorts. Fact or rumor?
Kidding. I think that's true. That is a rumor. Okay, Denisha, Danielle.
Her future son-in-law said, I'm a fucking redneck who likes to snowboard and ride dirt bikes, but I live to play hockey. I like to go camping and hang out with my boys. Do some fishing, shoot some shit, and just fucking chilling, I guess. You fuck with me, I'll kick ass.
Yeehaw.
That's her future son-in-law. Fact or rumor?
Well,
I have to go with fact on that. It was
Yeah.
dead on
It's a
impersonation.
fact. It was on his MySpace page.
All right.
which was
Flora.
All right. She hid her pregnancy, her fifth pregnancy, the down baby, from her husband and her family for a while, and then didn't reveal it until probably up to the 9th month that she was having a baby.
I don't think it's her baby.
Rumor.
Baby down.
But that's a good one if it's a...
True. Okay.
True.
She know her ass had a big ass.
She hid
I don't
it.
think
Quicker,
she hid
quicker.
it.
Porch.
Okay. Okay. So, quote, I guess, fact or rumor. I've been so focused on the state government, I haven't really focused much on the war in Iraq.
That's true.
Very much so true. That's why she got 5 kids, and have you heard the names of these kids? I mean, out of line too.
Yeah.
Claudia.
I heard she had sex with the snowman. That's a fucking fact. She's
Yeah.
She got some
I want to try that.
cold frozen.
Your
penis
Honor,
over
that
there.
is a fact. Her dildo is shaped like Frosty.
I heard.
It's actually true.
And she keeps it in the freezer.
Yes. Do you have another one?
I do.
Tina?
Okay, fact or rumor? I heard she puts Monica Lewinsky to shame on John McCain.
Actually, I heard that's true. Actually,
That's true.
they are a little awkward around each other. If you notice, it's kind of this tension.
He called her his soulmate.
See?
After you met her
Hey.
once.
Met her once.
Yeah.
Kind of like me and you, how we
Behind the podium.
Good man. Denisha, Danielle, another fact or truth?
She actually said, I don't understand exactly what the vice president does all day.
That's actually true. I heard that's true.
Yeah.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
She's your vice president right there.
She be chilling.
Flora.
I heard that she's starting an eyeglass fad now. Those little rimless glasses she's got going on. Oh yeah, everybody wants them now.
A line of.
I heard that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
Okay.
I'm gonna order them just so I can break them.
So I can break them. I mean, well, actually, it was really funny. They said they said on TV that she was what is it, a RILF or VP? You know, like the vice president, like in the MILF movie, a MILF. They called it the other version of that. It was just really funny because they said if she takes off the glasses and the hair, she's like a hot, sexy librarian type of deal. She's cool. I mean, she's kind of hot. She's not bad. It's not
I mean, if you're into Alaskan librarians.
But all the little guys on their little MySpaces, that are supporters of McCain and her are saying, oh man, she's hot. I'd like to hit that. It's just kind of.
It's the AK-47 pick with the striped
It's
bikini.
like,
Listen. Let's not give credit where credit is not due.
Hey.
She's only hot in parentheses because she's standing next to a fucking corpse. Let's just not get it twisted, okay?
These little 17-year-old boys.
My chafed anus would look good next to him after a bout of diarrhea. Okay? Let's just get it. Okay. I go hard, son. I go hard. Damn. I heard she planned Tanya Harding against the woman who beat her in the Miss Alaska pageant. I heard she stuck around. Yeah. So I like. That's true.
I think that's a fact.
Okay. Is that enough?
Yeah.
We've got. That was pretty fun. I thought that was a good
fun.
segment.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We clap for our damn selves.
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Okay. We've got Man from California. Welcome to the show.
Or not.
Or not, man.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Little.
Okay, what's up, man? I've been waiting to talk to you guys, man. I love every one of y'all.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah. For real.
So
I'm thinking this Palin thing is the most cynical choice ever. They just had to give this brother something he couldn't fight. He had to remain a gentleman when he fought Hillary. So they threw another woman out there. This woman is qualified. And, they tout his experience. He only did like 20,000, what is it, 600,000 people?
Right.
He had more people in his city than she had. Hold it. Hello?
Yeah, we can't hear you back. Thank you for calling, though.
It's true. He was very. He didn't go hard. I don't think he went hard at Hillary at all. No. So he's proven he's a class act. So
I don't think it's about being black or being a woman. It's honestly about who is the right person for the job. I mean, Barack Obama, watching him speak was the first time I ever watched someone, and I was literally moved. I'm thinking about the future of my child. I want
brought tears to your eyes.
Exactly, it did. I'm like, this person is going to make my child have a better future, and that is what I'm looking for. I don't care if you're Chinese, Arabian, white, black, woman, man, transgender. Just make sure that you're providing a better future for my child.
And being the right part in it. That's right.
And I like to say, we've taken some jabs at her, and amongst a lot of other people on the show, but that's the great thing about this country right now is we have freedom of speech, and I like to keep those freedoms going so we can continue to, be funny, be not so funny, be controversial, be, educational at times accidentally. And, no matter who you are supporting, hey, you support who you support for your reasons. That's a personal decision.
Right.
Just get out there and register and please vote. This job was a poke fun at what I think is a ridiculous situation. Personally, I just think it's ridiculous.
Right.
I just feel like, I don't know, we can do another 2 hours on this topic, but whatever and whoever you support, just get out there, register to vote, go to the website I said a while ago.
Rock the vote.
Yeah, that one. Yes. And, get on it. What do you guys think? Closing thoughts? Anything?
Yeah. Go Barack. Shit, I'm so motivated to see him win this. I'm so more motivated than I was ever when I finally see the Republican speak the convention. I was like, you know what? He needs to win. He needs to shut this shit down.
Yeah, the reality is that this is a dead heat, and we lost the last election by, I think, was 500,000 votes. So it is so important to support the campaign, so important to register to vote. And if you'd like to contribute a lot of money, please holla at me on either Facebook or the MySpace page at Denisha Danielle, please.
Right. Definitely educate yourselves on who the better candidate is. Definitely know who you're voting for. Learn about each candidate's political views. If it reflects yours, definitely vote for that person. And if you're not registered to vote, register to vote. If you're illegal, get legal and register to vote.
Right. In 30 days or less.
My final thought, as a young person, if people can go out and cop 1 million CDs of Lil Wayne, then they can go vote. I'm serious.
That's true.
You know, at the end of the day, music is synonymous, you know, with power. So if you're feeling Lil Wayne, you're feeling all these people that are supporting Barack, do what they do. Go out and vote for who you think is going to help our generation.
And get off the bandwagon and don't support someone based on headlines. Do your research, and that way you'll make a informed decision, and you won't sound like the idiot he, she that called and threw all these random inaccurate facts out there. We're going to leave you with another request from Sarah Palin.
Touch it.
Busta Rhymes, Touch It. Join us every Monday at 7 on the West, 10 on the East, and hit us on the MySpace page at
www.myspace.com/thesinglelifewithcj.
All right.
Yeah.
Touch it.
Touch it, son.
Touch it.
Touch it, McCain.
Vote it.
McCain, you know you want to touch
Facebook page coming soon.
You already have.
Yes.